Hello friends, welcome back to Blue Pig Reviews, Library Book Bar, and today we're going to be reviewing Agaves Repasado Tequila. Agaves is an all-organic product. It comes in at 80 proof, and this is distilled by Tap Distilleria in Mexico, in Jalisco, Mexico, and this is 2 times steel pot stilled tequila. It's all Blue Weber agave. And then it's rested for 9 months in Kentucky whiskey and bourbon barrels. And that, let's see if that 3 is a magic number. The bottle is beautiful. It's decorated with 3 agaves, even on the lids, on all the labels. Let's dive into this and check this out. That gnome number for the distillery is 1614, in case you're interested. Pantalones and Cazcanes are also distilled at that same distillery. And right when you open it up, you smell that strong agave notes, a little bit of peppery spice. Let's get down to it. Okay. Pour this in the glass. So, just off the back, it's very light pale straw in color. As you swirl in the glass, it clings, so it looks a little bit, has a little bit of viscosity to it. Let's give it a smell. Okay. On the nose, immediately you get cooked agave, little vanilla, like a pepper, almost a cinnamony spice, like a pineapple type of smell, maybe a hint of caramel, definitely oak tannin in the back end. Throughout, let's give it a taste. Okay. At the front, sweet, you get baked agave, and almost pineapple-y mango taste, little caramel and vanilla. Then at the mid, you're getting almost a citrus, almost like a tangerine peel taste. Then a little pepper, oak on the finish. Let's give it another run. And definitely citrus, pepper, and oak at the mid palate. At the back, it finishes sweet, lightly sweet. A lot of oak tannin, peppery cinnamon spice, mild hug from the 80 proof, and it lasts. It's from mid to long range. Length of taste, another run. Yeah, the sweetness is mild, but it's enough to let you taste all the other complexity. It's not overtly sweet. Nothing about it tasting artificial. It's very smooth and clean. When I mean smooth, there's no rough points through the tasting experience. Every flavor comes on evenly. There's no drying or heldness in your throat from it. And you can definitely taste the fact that it's been aged for 9 months. But let's see if we can get this into a cocktail and find out what it's about. So, Agaves also comes in a Blanco and Añejo, but I always do the Repasados because Reposado is more flexible in your bar. You can sip it, shoot it, good in cocktails. You're at a good midpoint, whereas sometimes Blancos are not really good for sipping, and a lot of people don't like to cocktail Añejos. They prefer to sip on them. But let's do something. Let's do a tequila punch. So the first thing we're going to need is our shaking tin. Get both of our parts. And we're going to uncork our tequila here. And the first thing we're going to do is, this is what's called a split base. It's part coconut rum, part tequila. So the first item that we're going to put in here is 2 ounces of pineapple juice. It doesn't have to be freshly squeezed. This definitely isn't. I haven't crushed up any pineapples to get that going. I almost said freshly squeezed like it was lemon juice. You need an ounce and a half of your tequila. And I'm doing the tequila second because, like I said, it's right by my arm. There's no need not to. Ounce and a half of that. Then we're going to need a ½ ounce of your coconut rum. I'm using Bacardi. Bacardi has a distinctive taste. I like it. Good Puerto Rican rum. You can almost not go wrong, but with whatever one you use. But I prefer this. ½ ounce of that. Balance that out. We're a little generous on that one. And then we're going to take in a bar spoon of blue agave syrup. Yeah, just a bar spoon because you want to sweeten it up because we're going to put some citrus in here. I'm going to drop that in there and let that sit in there for a second. Grab our lime juice. Got our lime juice out of the fridge, keeping the citrus cold. So lime juice, you're going to get a ½ ounce of that in your punch. Put that aside. Cap that back up. Clean as you go. Never leave your bar or stuff open or messy. And once we got that in there, get our shaking tin together. And give that a shake. This will get cold. Squeeze that out. Excellent shake about 8 seconds. Glass full of ice. And we're going to strain that off of that. God, you can smell all the pineapple in the universe in there, as well as the scent of tequila. And you say, oh God, Merc, you got all that space on top. So what's going to go in that space on top is we're going to take a little seltzer water, put that on top. And I like to use Polar. It's in my local supermarket. Get it going. You could add a little bit more ice to this if you want, but this glass is full and definitely frozen. Put that aside. And we're not going to do anything. We're not going to jostle that. We're going to sit that on top because we're going to do something special to this. We're going to put a topper on it. And you know, one of my favorite toppers is Palma. Palma is a pomegranate liqueur made with a little bit of rum. And what I'm going to do is just kind of pour a little bit on it. You can go like a ½ ounce, whatever. I like to pour it on top so it ends up like a sunrise. And you see that it's fading down. And then we're going to garnish that bad boy with a cherry. You know, because everything is better with a cherry in it. Grab me one of these cherries from the side. And my cherries have a handle. And we're going to do a little lime ring. So the question is, do you use a lime ring or a wedge? If you're going to use the lime as an accent where you expect the drinker to squeeze lime juice into it, you're better with a wedge. Trying to squeeze a wheel is kind of crazy even when it's cut. If you're mainly decoration and you want them to smell lime as they drink, you're going to go with the wheel. And in this, you can squeeze the lime or they could drop it in to get the flavor. But really what you're doing is adding the scent to help them appreciate the tequila. And put that aside. Put that out of our way. Give this bad boy a taste. And that's good. Not overtly sweet. Pineapple. You're getting the flavor from the Reposado tequila. The coconut rum is just a little bit in the background. If you wanted to go all out, you could go a full ounce of rum. That's probably what I would do next time. Then you get a little bit more coconut. But the Palma helps make up for it. In the recipe, it's going to be 1 ounce. That way you get more of the coconut taste. And it depends on your pineapple juice. If your pineapple juice is freshly squeezed, it's going to be one thing. If it's overtly sweet, then you know you want to up that coconut factor. If it's freshly squeezed, it might just be righteous. But 1 ounce is where I would go. So it's going to be 2 ounces of your Reposado, 1 ounce of your coconut rum, a ½ ounce of your lime juice, a bar spoon of the agave syrup, and you're going to shake that. Top it with your seltzer after you strain it into the glass, and then you're going to put your topper on it. Your topper could be Palma. You know, if you want that sunrise effect, if you want, you could top it with a whiskey like or a brand. I mean, with a brandy like Presidente, or a little bit of whiskey on top if you want to add to it, or even a little bit of Añejo tequila on top of it, just to give it that extra tequila flavor. But that's a winner. And Tres Agaves is a winner. So today we learned 3 really is a magic number, just like Sesame Street and De La Soul taught you. So your job is to go out and get, now that you know 3 is a magic number, to go out and get this one from your store. I picked this bad boy up for $36.99. I'm sure it's about the same in your market. And when you go get it, tell them Merc sent you. Tres Agaves Repasado Tequila is 100% Blue Pig approved. I'm going to leave that there with everybody else in the library to enjoy, but I'm going to take this with me. Cheers and good pouring.